Hey guys, it's Sue from Save the Coupons. I've been getting a lot of emails lately asking me how to get started couponing, and my first response is always that you need to have the right tools ready so that you can get the right deals. So the very first step would be to organize your coupons. And the way that I do it is I use a coupon binder. So to make a coupon binder, you need to get the right supplies. It's going to cost you probably about $25 to $30 to get all of the supplies that you need. This is the binder that I use, and this is a Mead Pro Platinum binder, and I like it because it's a zipper binder and it holds everything in there. You guys know I have a 4-year-old son with Down syndrome, and he just likes to take things and toss it, and if I had an unzipped binder, my coupons would be everywhere. It would be like a shower of coupons, and it would not be a good thing. So I need to have the zippered binder, and I really like this one. This one is actually only a 1.5-inch binder, so it's a little bit smaller than some, but you know, it really works well for me, and it seems to hold everything just fine for me, even though it's a little bit smaller. The other thing that I really like about this binder is that it's got this accordion area in the front. And this is great because when you get lazy and maybe you miss a week of filing coupons, like what happens to me sometimes, you can just take your insert and you can slide it right in here and have it stored away really nicely. You don't have to worry about having a mess of coupons everywhere. The other thing that I really like about having this accordion area is that when I get flyers like this, I got this last week for $10 off a $10 purchase at Penny's, I can just slide that in here too, and I have it with me everywhere that I go. So if I'm going past Penny's or if I'm going to the mall, I have everything right here with me. And I don't have to worry about having pieces of mail here or coupons here and there. Everything is right here with me all the time. So the other things that you need to assemble your coupon binder is you need a little pencil pouch. You need index dividers, the little tabbed dividers to separate your categories. And I always recommend that you guys get the plastic vinyl ones. They can be a little bit more expensive, I should say, but it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run, because the paper kind are just going to rip from all the, going back and forth, flipping back and forth. They're going to rip, and you're going to have to buy new ones anyways. And I was super excited because last week I was at the dollar store at Everything's a Dollar, and I found these for $1 for a 10-pack. So I'm going to stock up on those babies because these ones cost about $3.50 at Target. And if I can get them for $1 and get 3 times as many, I'm there. Okay, then you need your baseball card holders. This is really going to be the most expensive part of your binder. This one has about 35 pages in it, and it was about $5 for the pack. So it was a little more expensive than the poly pages. This is going to be your most expensive purchase as far as putting your binder together, because you're going to want to get like 2 or 3 packages of these. So you're going to be $10 or $15 right there. And then another thing that I like to put in my binder, and not everybody does this, but I really like this idea, is I get these pocket inserts, and these are also poly vinyl ones, and they have a pocket, which is great, because what I like to do is I like to take these and have one for each grocery store that I go to, and then I can just take the weekly flyer, I can fold it in half, and I can slide it right in here and have the flyer with me when I go to this store. So the other things that you need, you're also going to want a little calculator, and you're going to want a scissors. You don't need as giant of a scissors as I have, but you will want to have a little scissors in your binder. And you can put those right up here in this zipper part. Everything fits in really well. So those are the supplies that you need to build a binder. And on the website, in the blog post that this video is in, I'm going to break down all the costs of everything so that you'll know how much everything is. And I'll also put some links to Amazon and Walmart and things like that so that you know where you can get each of the items. But like I said, it's going to cost you about $25 to $30 depending on what type of binder you get. So the next thing I want to show you is my binder. Now, like I said, this is the same binder that I just showed you. And this is a 1.5 inch binder, but believe it or not, 1.5 inches expands very well for me. I get a little lazy with my coupons, so my accordion part is a little full right now, so we're just gonna go skip past that. I forgot to tell you why you needed the pencil pouch. You want a pencil pouch to put at the beginning of your binder so that when you have coupons, like I said, I'm a little lazy, you can just take your unfiled coupons and just kind of shove them away in here and not worry about them. And then when you get time, you can just file them away. So I have my folders, my folder pages at the beginning of my binder. I have 5 of them. This is my Walgreens section where I put my Walgreens weekly ad, and then I also put all my little booklets in here. So I've got the Spring Beauty Guide, and I've got the Infant Care Book, and then I put a couple baseball card holders in by the grocery stores also in between each of the different ones. And like this one holds all my Walgreens coupons. So a week ago, I think they had all these Walgreens inserts, and so I just clipped them out and I put them here so that they're separate from all the rest of the coupons. This is my Target area, and we just got a new Target. Well, it's not a new Target, but they just added a food section to it. So we've been getting all these really great coupons lately. Like this one is for $2 off of bread. How often do you see that? This is a great coupon. So I shove it in here with all the other Target coupons. And then I've got a couple little poly pages here. And what I keep in here is my Target price matching policy and also the Target coupon policy. And I do that for every store that has a policy. I have those right in there in the store section so that if I ever need it, I can whip it on out and say, here, this is what your policy says. So again, I put these little poly pages, just the full ones, in some areas too, because then when I get lazy, I can just shove the coupons in there and file them later. So just any tricks to make things easier for me. You know, they're kind of in the right order. They just need to get filed into the correct spot then. So this is my Target store coupons, and you guys get the point. Then I've got, you know, CVS and my local grocery stores and stuff. The next part that I have in my binder is a freebie page. And I put all of my freebie coupons right at the front so that I can find them easily. If I were to file these coupons in with the rest of my things, I would never use them in time. So like this one is for Herbal Essence. It's a free bottle of Herbal Essence. I stick it in here so that it's up front and I'm gonna use it before it expires. If I buried it back in the back with the rest of the shampoo coupons, I would totally lose it. I would never remember that I even had it. So I keep it up here in the front. That way I can always check the expiration date before I actually have them expire on me. And then this back section of my binder is for all the different categories. Now, when I first started my binder, I had it in order of how the grocery store went. So I had it like, I started with the bread aisle. It had bread and peanut butter and jelly. And then the next aisle was cereal and, you know, canned fruit, and so on. But as I started going to more stores, it became hard to navigate that way. So what I did was I just grouped mine into sections, just general categories. So I've got dairy, I've got meat, I've got baking goods, things like that. And I just have it all divided up, and it works really well for me. So the first section I have is the dairy section. And I just, you know, I probably have 7 to 10 pages per section. I cut out pretty much all my coupons. One thing for my family, we're not brand specific, so I really don't care if we're eating Dannon yogurt or Yoplait yogurt. To me, yogurt is yogurt. So I clip everything because that way when it goes on the sale for a really good deal, I can just score it at the lowest price and I don't have to worry about, is this the right brand that my family will eat, because they've learned by now that they will eat what I give them. So the next section that I have here is the meat section. Oh, one thing I want to say too is that you know, you got to do what works for you. For instance, in the dairy section, I have all the, like the Pillsbury canned and refrigerated items, like the Pillsbury rolls. And I actually, a lot of people don't do it that way. They'll put those back in the baking section because in their minds, you know, it goes in the oven, it bakes, so that's where it goes. For me, I think of it as they're in the refrigerated section with the rest of the dairy, so that's where it goes. So, you know, it's all whatever works for you. You know, having them in the dairy works for me, but, you know, to each his own. So then I've got the meat area with all of the, you know, sausages and things that you would find in the meat section. I don't have frozen meat, like frozen sausage and stuff, I have in a different section. But for me, I have all the lunch meats and ham and, you know, chicken and all of that kind of stuff in the meat section. And then I have snacks, candy and gum. And you might also notice one thing that I do to make things easier for myself is I actually write in Sharpie on the edge of the page. I'll write like what this page is. I always put the candy in the first page, and then the next page I put nuts, and I just write it right on the page so that I can have less giant categories, and then I break it down within the category. And you know, this isn't going to be for everybody, but it's what works for me. So then we go to the canned section where I have soups and canned fruit and all of that. Anything canned I keep in here. And then I have the boxed and starches, so like potatoes and rice. I also put cereal and like boxed dinners and stuff, like the Wanachi and the Romano's macaroni grill, those types of things. I put all of those in the boxed area. And then I have the frozen food section. And again, I just, this one I have meat, and then I have pizza and, you know, bread, like the Rhodes rolls and garlic bread and stuff like that. And I just, you know, I break it down within the category to make things easier for myself. Then I have condiments and drinks, and my baking section, baking supplies, like spices and everything would go in here. And then I have fruits and vegetables. And then everything else I break down into 4 categories. And a lot of people probably break it down into more than this, but this is, like I said, what works for me. So I have my health and beauty area, and within it I have makeup and hair care and dental and all of those different items. And then I have my paper category, and in paper that's kind of my catch-all area. I put toilet paper and paper towels and diapers and wipes, Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil, batteries, light bulbs. I kind of do like a catch-all. I guess you could actually call it a household category, but I just put paper. So that's that section. And then I have my cleaning supplies and cleansers, you know, any kind of cleaning stuff, and medications and cough drops, and all of that is broken down in the back here. And so that is how I have everything broken up in my binder. And I'm going to write down the categories just in case any of you guys want to use the same crazy things that I do. Feel free to use the system that I use. Like I said, it's all, you know, up to you, and as you make your binder and you work with it when you're shopping in a store, you're gonna figure out what works best for you, and you can kind of go from there. And look at my binder still zips with a little TLC. So get building your binder and save lots of money, and happy couponing.